A lot of the problems in early Marvel Studios history could be traced back to Ike Perlmutter and the creative team. Actors being underpaid, which is happening now, among other problems. Ike Perlmutter and the Marvel creative team were fired before Black Panther got off the ground. Perlmutter and his creative team were fired before Black Panther hit theaters. Ike Perlmutter did not care for the diverse Marvel crowd. To him, characters like Black Panther and all the others were all lessers compared to their normal Marvel Comics offerings. Kevin Feige nearly left Marvel Studios because of this. But thanks to Disney CEO Bob Iger doing the one good thing he's ever done, Kevin Feige never left. And Bob Iger and his creative team were forced to leave. We know that Ike Perlmutter created the Inhumans to be a sort of successor to the X-Men owned by Fox. Probably Ike Perlmutter was setting them up to appear in Avengers and Avengers 4. Now, I'm taking some liberties here in looking at at what could have been. I'm taking some things from the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show as well as their origins in the comics. This video was not simple to make. A matter of fact, this video will be my longest yet. This video is sort of like a feature-length movie. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and now it's time for me to spin that yarn. Grab some popcorn or movie-watching candy, and now it's time for me to spin that yarn and tell you what could have been. Dun dun dun. Black Bolt won't have an actor. Seeing in the comics how his Inhuman superpower prevents him from really talking. Black Bolt's voice is so powerful that he can destroy the entire city of Attilan with one speak. Attilan is in my version of the MCU. Attilan isn't on the moon. It's located south of the Wakandan border. Meaning, south of the African border lies the city of Attilan, home of the Inhumans. We meet the royal family. Black Bolt, Medusa, Gorgon, Grogon, Karnak, and their youngest member, Princess Crystal, heir to the Inhuman throne. Firstborn of Queen Medusa and King Black Bolt. In the comics, Kamala Khan is an Inhuman, but in the main MCU, she's a mutant. Meaning that the Terrigen Mist never hit her in this timeline. I want to keep that, because that was one of my favorite story arcs in Ms. Marvel. Revealing the first member of the so-called MCU X-Men. This sets up two threats for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The Inhumans first, but also we're going to be getting hints at Telecon under the water. The movie begins with Queen Medusa deciding to hold peace conferences with Queen Ramonda of Wakanda. After they've opened their borders, it's time to hold peace conferences. Queen Ramonda isn't very keen on making peace conferences with the people of Atalan, seeing how they have dangerous superpowers that they could use to target Wakanda. They send T'Challa with a team of Dora Milaje. This is before Chadwick Boseman's death, so Chadwick Boseman would return to reprise his role as Black Panther. The Marvel Studios logo would still thunder on screen, as the Marvel Studios logo thunders on screen. Its usual MCU blaring theme plays on screen, accompanied by some foreboding music. As some foreboding music plays out, the Marvel Studios logo goes Inhuman blue, as an Inhuman blue hue appears around the logo, turning it completely blue. The Inhumans peace conferences go good as the tyrannical king, brother of the king, Maximus, sees the peace conferences as a way to assume power over the throne. If he can spark a war between the Inhumans and Wakanda, he could seize the throne in all this chaos from his big brother Black Bolt. Think about him having a scar complex in a way. Maximus has always hated his brother, in a way unlike anything before. Maximus sends his robots to steal vibranium. As everyone would believe that they're Inhuman drones, this is where the first straw will be drawn for war. And Medusa would realize that Wakanda's stealing their as Ramonda realizes that she knew the Inhumans couldn't be trusted as they're stealing their vibranium. They're trying to use them to upgrade their technology for war. More peace conferences are made, and it's revealed that they're not stealing their vibranium. Queen Ramonda doesn't believe this and says they have 3 days to turn over their vibranium or there will be war. Queen Ramonda leaves the peace conferences as the first movie's act cuts to black. Dun dun dun. Act 2 is pretty much where everything goes downhill. More vibranium is stolen, giving Queen Ramonda some time to believe that the Wakandans aren't agreeing to Wakanda's peaceful terms. As Atalan and Wakanda prepare for war, Crystal thinks that there's something deeper going on, as she sees her uncle Maximus walking to the Atalan throne. As he explains to his niece, Look, Crystal, your father will be going to war. I should really be in charge when your father valiantly defends us all. Medusa's also skeptical that this war was caused by the king's brother, but Black Bolt puts his hand on his wife's shoulder and nods in assurance that his brother will take care of the throne when he's away. Crystal believes that her uncle's up to something as she walks down to a secret lab to see Wakandan battle drones, to see to seed war drones made entirely out of vibranium. But she knows that she knows that the Atalan royal scientists never agreed to this.